Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel to a rather unexpected type of video. I mean, we literally just got two brand new Transformers Studio Series reveals, or I guess you could kind of say leaks, as I don't think they've been officially revealed yet. We have some official CG renders, which is quite bizarre, and I don't believe these two characters that we're going to be discussing in today's video up until this point have been rumoured or have had any type of leak listing, so definitely a surprise to be sure, and two very awesome surprises I may add. Now, if you're wondering why I'm being slightly quiet, it has just hit past midnight here in the UK, so I do have to be just a tiny bit quieter than usual. So to kickstart things off, we got an official CG render of what appears to be an Earth Mode Studio Series version of Hound. Now, it's worth mentioning that both of these two figures are specifically slated to come out very early 2023 or at the earliest December of this year under the buzzworthy Bumblebee Studio Series line. Apparently, these two deluxe figures are actually going to come as part of a case assortment with some package refreshes such as Cup, Cliffjumper, and I want to say B127 that we got around about this time last year. So not quite sure as to why these characters are not in the main line. I imagine it will be a very similar situation to what we saw from the Revenge of the Fallen Bumblebee, where that found itself first time round in buzzworthy Bumblebee, and then a few waves later we actually got it as part of the main line. And Hound, I mean, this is a character which needs to be a part of the main line and not an exclusive, as this is a character that many of us, myself included, have wanted an updated version of. This is his proper Jeep Earth mode, and it looks fantastic. I mean, we nearly do just have an image of the robot mode, but from this we're able to tell a lot. So this does appear to be an incredibly extensive retool or just kind of reshelling of the Siege Hound. You can definitely see similarities in regards to some of the transformation joints. I'm willing to bet that it basically does just borrow the engineering from that Siege figure, yet we do have an Earth mode kind of slapped into the shell, and it looks really cool. I mean, the head sculpt is a marked improvement in my opinion. The chest piece looks fantastic. It leads me to believe that we're going to be seeing an incredibly accurate looking Jeep once we do actually get some images of this guy in the alt form, and overall, I mean, he just looks fantastic. A lot better in my opinion than the Siege counterpart. He comes with the over-the-shoulder mounted cannon, we've got the proper G1 Silver Blaster, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it, this thing might actually be better than the Masterpiece, as that figure did have a lot of issues, especially in the quality control department, and we know from the Siege Hound that it is a very solid mold, and considering this does appear to be based off that, it is looking really promising. So awesome figure, one that literally just dropped out of nowhere. I don't think there were any rumors that we were going to be seeing an updated version of Hound, other than some leaked listings that there was going to be, I think it's a Detrius or Detrius in Legacy Evolution, which is basically a camo repaint of Hound, and we now know what that mold's going to be. It's going to be this Studio Series Earth Mode Hound with some of that camo paint over the top, which I think is going to be cool. And if this does end up being an exclusive, that Detrius may be the best and the easiest way to actually get this mold into the collection. And then we jump into a Bayverse figure that, again, there were no leak listings surrounding it, there was literally no rumors at all, and it is a Dark of the Moon Hatchet. I mean, this is one of the dreads, one of the only dreads that we needed to complete that collection. We kind of got Crankcase in the form of Berserker for the Transformers The Last Night toy line, and then actually got, I want to say, is it Crowbar for Transformers Studio Series, and then again that was repainted into Crankcase. But now we finally have the third dread, that in the form of Hatchet, and I'm going to be honest and say, just from this CG image, it doesn't look the greatest. I mean, it really does have a very simplified feel to it, especially as far as the details for the head go, and I can tell that this is going to be, again, another reuse of that Berserker mold. You can see that in regards to kind of the backpack kibble management. I mean, it literally stacks up the same way as Crankcase and Berserker. It's got the same kibble on the arms as well as on the back of the legs. It really does just look like a Crankcase or a Berserker, just kind of on all fours with a new head sculpt. I imagine it will be a lot better once we actually get this in hand. I mean, it does look cool, but the head just looks really simplistic, so that is a shame. It doesn't have any of the dread detailing actually painted. It merely is just kind of this cast grey plastic, and I kind of think maybe this guy's going to have some jaw articulation, hence why at the moment the head is looking slightly bizarre. But again, I mean, we really and truly don't need a CG render of how this vehicle mode is going to turn out. As we already know, it's going to be a black SUV, and it's more than likely going to be identical to what we have come to expect from Berserker and Crowbar. I mean, it's cool that we're getting this guy in the Studio Series. We needed him to complete our Dark of the Moon collection, but is it the greatest? Sadly not. But again, I'll reserve my judgment for when we actually get the official reveal and hopefully some in-hand shots. So those are our Transformers Studio Series leak listings slash kind of official reveals, considering they are CG renders. In all, I mean, they look decent. I think Hound is definitely the better out of the two. We needed an Earth mode Hound to really go along with our G1 collection, and Hatchet, at the moment, I'm going to be honest and say he does look a little lackluster, and I am hoping for those who don't have access to the buzzworthy Bumblebee line that these are actually packaged in the main line of Studio Series sooner rather than later, as I definitely want to get my hands on them. Be sure to sound off down in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think of these reveals, and what do you guys think of Hatchet? Is it a figure that you're particularly interested in, and do you think that it is shaping up to be a decent release? As always, let me know below, and until my next video, I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.